Hello, welcome back to House of the Soul. So we just entered the basement. And let's see what we have here. Read. Diary of Jean de la Crevier, date crossed out. It appears I will be based here for a little while longer. Work on the machine in the laboratory downstairs is still ongoing. Until I have finished constructing that, the laboratory itself is fairly useless to me. As such, I will be using this holding area as my research base for the next few days, at least. It is not so bad, as I still have things to keep me occupied when I am not finishing up the machine. I must admit I am anxious to see it in working order. Will it be able to fulfill its purpose? Only time will tell. What is its purpose? So he just basically moved in down here, left over a meal. Is that a door? It is.
Can't do that.
But it's locked.
Can't do that.
And that one's locked. And that one opens up. Okay, what is this? James Smith, low affinity, useless. Gregory Kiselyov, promising start but experiment unsuccessful. Damien Hawkins, very low affinity, barely survived. Theodore Carver, another low affinity. Occupant, so was he holding people prisoner down here? It's what it looks like, doesn't it? Wow. So whatever he was doing, he was doing genetic manipulations, so he needed people. Or if not genetic manipulation, he was trying to reanimate, is what it sounds like. There's a key. Let me get over there. Cell block B. What am I in right now? Can't believe he had this whole cell block thing. Are you A or B? Oh, you're the front door. You're the door I came in.
Yes.
Okay, so this is cell block B. Failed experiments. The machine is finished at last, and I have my first experiment results waiting downstairs. All 4 subjects were very gracious in their participation, although I am disappointed to admit that none of them proved particularly successful. It appears that they lack some essential spark, some natural affinity needed for the procedure to be a success. After the procedure was performed on them, all 4 men became almost hollow. They didn't react to either physical or vocal stimuli and became almost entirely nonverbal beyond reflex noises and shouts. I think a shorthand name for these unsuccessful results may prove useful. Perhaps shadows? It seems a good fit for their silent, withdrawn nature to be shadows of their former selves. I, on the other hand, am more vigorous than ever. I must admit I was deterred by the first few unsuccessful results, but I find myself more driven than ever after some time to think. All I need to do is find someone with that vital spark and the right amount of affinity needed to not just survive the procedure but to thrive beyond it. However, if that does not happen soon, I will quickly find that this holding area becomes full. As such, I will be converting the downstairs maintenance area into a disposal room for any excess materials to save space. Is he considering his failed experiments excess material? Who knows? There is another key. Access corridor key. What's this? A crank. Access corridor. Wow, this is huge. don't think there's another level beyond this, though, so...
Damn.
That's not the access corridor. So is the access corridor this one?
Yes.
All right. Lab stairs key. Laboratory access. I have installed a new mechanism on the laboratory door just in case things take a turn for the worse, and I need to quickly seal the place closed. The door now makes use of an electrical auto-locking mechanism which, if it has no power, will remain permanently closed. I have linked this lock to the electrical room upstairs using a manner of my own invention. There are multiple fuse sockets installed in the wall, but only some of them are connected to the mechanism. In a way, this functions almost like an electrical combination lock. If you do not know the right fuse combination, the door remains locked. This means that if I want to stop anything getting in or out of the laboratory, all I need to do is remove one or more of the fuses. So we're going to be looking for fuses, aren't we?
Damn.
Is that the laboratory door, or is this the laboratory door? Or is this the laboratory door? Oh, this is not. Oh, wow, even more space. And another key. Maintenance key. Is that all that's in here, it looks like? Okay.
Yes.
Maintenance? Yes. I did not mean to close you. Okay. They're just being a little slow to open, and so it's making me hit it twice. Any information through here? This place is just humongous. Another one of these. I suppose we're going to use these somewhere. A fuse, okay. Infirmary key. Nothing else? Okay. Chain door. All waste materials disposed of. Sealed maintenance area for now. Something has been hastily scribbled at the bottom of the note, clearly a later addition. Left chain cutters upstairs in case I need to get back in. So apparently we're going to have to go find some chain cutters. But we do have a fuse and some, a key. Fuse and a key and a couple cranks. Okay. So we'll have to see what we need next.
Can't do that yet.
Can't do that yet. I'm losing track of where I am and where I've been, and okay, this is just a room where we found a key. So we're going to shut this door just so we remember that. And nothing in here, so we'll shut this door too.
Can't do
And
that
that
yet.
one we can't go into. This is the one for the fuse, right? No, that's the way we came in. Okay, we gotta learn the map of this place. We couldn't open any of these, right? No. We have doors up here we haven't opened.
Damn.
See what this one
Yes.
is. Oh. Success! Finally, today marked the occasion of the first successful run of the machine, meaning the procedure was able to be completed without producing a shadow as the result. As I suspected, it was the affinity of the subject that made all the difference, and the painter had plenty of that. Due to the success of the operation, I was able to both make an extraction and deposit the result into a new vessel without damaging it along the way. Although I do have some concerns with the quality of the result, oh well, that is a matter for another day. Today is a day for celebration. After all, it is not every day you finally have proof of your wildest theories. Theories that would change the course of the future forever. Okay, so where's... Is that another fuse? Yep. Nothing up there, nothing here. What is this? Does this lead to the lab?
Damn.
Aha. Electrical room key. Okay, so these are where the fuses go. And we need 6 of them, apparently. And there's those.
Yes.
Okay. So we have 2 fuses. We need 6. Should we go unchain that door? If I can remember exactly where it is. It's not you. I don't think it was up there either. I think it was down here. Oh no, see, okay, let's leave that open because then I'll remember it.
Can't do that.
Boy, I am going to get so lost, I can tell. Here it is. There's nothing else in here we want. Is this going to be a good
Yes.
thing? Faulty gasworks. It looks like those builders installed some faulty pipeworks for the gas when they constructed this area. I find myself consistently being locked out of this room. By my best guess, the failsafe that locks the door when the pressure reaches critical levels has become damaged, most likely by the high temperatures in here. Rather than locking only when the pressure becomes too high, it locks whenever there is any gas turned on at all. I must contact them again soon, since this issue is rendering the room almost useless, as it requires a stable gas supply to run. In the meantime, I have turned the gas on, both to keep the room locked and to better demonstrate the issue when the builders return. I also took the extra step of removing the valve handles to discourage myself from tampering with the machine and making things any worse. If I need to go back in, I'll just reattach the handles and turn the gas off to activate the failsafe mechanism. Okay, so we've got the cranks. I just don't know where they go.
I need a key.
Oh, here we go. Which handle is it going to place? crank. Okay, so now we should be able to open the maintenance door. And this is the cell block crank. And now that has been unlocked.
Yes.
Interview room key. Another fuse. On the origin of shadows. Now that I find myself with little use for the shadows anymore, I find myself recollecting their origins. Did they know that when they arrived that they would end up serving such a noble purpose for the betterment of humankind? Indeed, I was truly fortunate to already be good friends with the prison warden, since he needed funding, and I needed a reliable supply of test subjects, who would not be missed if they did not make it through the procedure. I was happy, due to having a decent amount of my comfortable inheritance spare, to give him the money, and he was happy to give me any death row prisoner I would request access to. From that point onwards, it was simply a matter of faking a few executions and having the mortuary transport deliver the prisoners here. Truly, it does seem almost sad in a way to be getting rid of them. It is true that they were always destined for death one way or another, but after working with them on this experiment for so long, it feels wrong to just incinerate the bodies and say no more of them. But it is necessary. I will be more preoccupied with the successful results now, and I don't want any of the shadows to escape, lest my progress be halted so near to the experiment's conclusion. At least I still have my old interview tapes that I can consult if I need to. Okay. So he ended up incinerating all of them, justifying that they were death row prisoners anyway. Okay, now what have we got? We used the chain cutters. We've got 3 fuses. We haven't found the infirmary yet, have we? Not sure if we have or not. But we need 3 more fuses either way. So, onward and upward. Where have we not been yet?
Can't do that yet.
This is to this room? I don't know, it's to this. Yeah, it's to this room. That didn't hold much for us except for the chain cutters I believe we got from here. Okay, so where have we not gone? Okay, this was the infirmary.
Yes.
Okay, all kinds of. There's a fuse over there. Let's read first. Echo interview number 1. Interview on 021 transcript conducted by Jean de la Crevier. Subject Echo 001. Okay, Jean. Good morning, subject. Do you know what you are? Echo 001. I am an echo. You created me and named me so yourself. Jean. Excellent. You recognize me as your creator. Echo. I do. Would you not recognize your creator? Jean. I'm afraid I can't say that I would. having never made his acquaintance. Echo, I have met him. Would you like me to introduce you? Ooh, interesting. Interesting. A fuse. We're going to have to find out how all these fuses go together. Okay, Jean again. Good morning, Damien. A brief pause. Patient unresponsive to old name. Beginning reflex test. 2 quiet thuds. Patellar reflex indicates reflex functions not linked to extracted property. Damien, did you feel that? Another brief pause. Patient seems to be completely unresponsive beyond reflex actions. Suspending interview pending further analysis. Okay, so Damien was the first shadow. Shadow interview 2, shadow 4. I have learned by now that the shadows, as I have taken to calling them, are almost completely nonverbal. Today's interview will be testing the limits of that assumption. A brief pause and shuffling sounds as the shadow enters the room. Good morning, Shadow 4. Today we will be conducting some basic plane threshold tests. I have here a needle. Oh, pain threshold test. Please tell me if you feel this. Sharp inhale. Very interesting. The shadows will not talk but respond to pain. I suppose this makes sense as other reflex actions also persisted. Now, Shadow 4, I have here a hammer. Extend your finger, please. Shadow 4 shouts loudly. Can confirm reflex pain noises definitely persist. Concluding interview, I'll need some time to consider this information. Okay, Shadow interview 3. Let's see, this time we have Shadow 8 and Shadow 13. Jean, good morning, Shadow 8. I know you won't respond, but if we lose our social graces, then we might as well be animals, don't you think? A pause. Indeed, now I know your reflex actions persist after the procedure, but today we're going to see if your instincts do. Nothing too complicated, simply basic animal instincts, such as the urge to protect the young of one species. Please excuse me a moment. Shuffling noises as Jean exits, then louder shuffles as he re-enters with another person. I have here with me Shadow 13. I believe you recognize him. He occupies the cell opposite to you. Now I know he's not exactly young, but he was created after you, so let's hope that is enough. Metal scraping sound. I also have my trusty chain cutters. Let's see if relieving 13 of a few of his fingers can provoke a reaction from you. 13, extend your arm, please. Oh my gosh. Scratching noises as the interview ends. Jeez. Okay, I gotta remember what we picked up. We have the chain cutters. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 fuses. So we need some more fuses. 2 more fuses. Wow. Can't open anything else. Nothing else to get. Okay. So that's 4 fuses. But we have no clue where they go. We're going to stay up here on this level for a moment until I'm sure I've done everything I can. That's not something we can read? No. Okay, so we've been all through the upper level. And this is where they were kept as prisoners. We can't open any of those. And And these are just more cells, right? We were able to open that one, but I think that's the only one we could open. Yeah, okay. We've been into both those rooms, right?
Can't do that yet.
And that one's locked. Let's finish this level before we go down even farther. Yeah, we've been in both these rooms. And we can't go there, so let's go down even farther. Nothing else to grab here. That's where we did those rooms. And this is where we incinerated. Okay, what do we want to do now? We still need 2 more fuses. Where are we going to find them? And we need to know where the fuses go. I haven't seen anything about any of that. Just checking out the bookcases. And those we can't open. No fuses hiding down there. Okay, so where's our 2 more fuses hiding?
Key is needed.
Yeah, key is needed that we don't have. Huh. Okay. What else can we check out? We can't open those. We have fuses, but we have to put them in the right spots. And I don't know what those spots are. Nothing we can do with any of that. Okay, so they go in pre... And these all look exactly the same. So they always go in the second spot. So maybe we don't need 6, we just need to know which ones. With red dots. 2. 3, 4. So all the ones with red dots. Okay. I bet that's that door downstairs. Right? Isn't that the only one we hadn't opened? I don't remember. Was it all the way down? It was this one.
Yes.
The verse. As the experiment draws on to completion, it seems almost unthinkable now to look back at the humble beginnings from which it started. I had noticed that Florence realized I was in an almost constant state of boredom, and it seemed only natural of her to want to bring me out of it. But did she have any idea that her actions in trying to do so would set such great events in motion? Truly, when she sent me to speak to Father Albrecht for spiritual guidance, she could never have known the flash of inspiration that his old Bible, or rather one verse in particular, would ignite within me. Even now I find myself thinking of the verse every day, Psalm 142, verse 7. Bring my soul out of prison, that I may praise thy name. During the early days it made me wonder so much, is the soul real, and if it is, could it be separated from its host body and placed into another vessel? It is from these questions that my idea for the machine developed, the machine which is now constructed and ready to fulfill its miraculous purpose. Is that what we're about to go see?
Yes.
Oh boy, here we go. Chapter 2 completed. Chapter 3 unlocked. Well, Chapter 2 didn't take us that long, so let's go ahead and start Chapter 3. Supra. Alright. Are we about to enter the machine? Find John. Wow.
Key is needed.
Not there.
Damn.
Not there. You have a few. Oh no, that one's open. The extraction machine. Incredible! I had my first truly successful run of the extraction machine today. I must make further notes of the process for later studies. But so far it seems that given a high enough natural affinity, the soul of the subject can be safely extracted during the REM sleep phase. As such, the machine induces this state, extracts the soul, and transfers it into its new host body, a mechanical shell of my own creation. I have decided to name these shells echoes, as a nod to their status as an echo of a former living person. This natural affinity of the soul is a fascinating prospect to me, and one which warrants further investigation. It seems to be linked in some ways to emotional expression. The first successful echo was itself created from a prisoner named Jacob, who had begun painting to pass the time until his execution. I must say his unique style of painting was what drew me to him, such vivid colors and imagination. I have scheduled an interview with Jacob Echo so that I may try to understand his new state. But for now, he is safely placed in Experiment Storage Alpha. Okay, so he's living off of a cup of noodles. Ugh. Ooh, there's a key. Alpha storage key. So is one of these alpha storage? Is this the observation room? That's obviously the machine.
Yes.
Is that him? Wow. Okay. Upstairs key. Changes. Something strange has happened to Jacob Echo. The man Jacob was, as I have previously mentioned, a character of vivid imagination and creativity. There is no evidence of this trait in Jacob Echo. The Echo has become cold, cruel, and vindictive. I had initially theorized that this was an expression of spite towards myself for putting him through the procedure, but the only thing Jacob Echo will tell me for certain is that he almost prefers his new state. Still, I must try to restore at least some of his emotions to him. Humanity's next evolutionary step shouldn't be one that reduces us to unfeeling machines. My current theory is that allowing Jacob Echo to create a meaningful bond with another Echo will help him to socialize him somewhat and restore some of his more positive traits. I must go in search of an appropriate subject for conversion. So Jacob Echo, so sorry. It looks like you didn't make it. Unless you're in there and you're just laying there.
Yes.
Okay. I guess we want to go down these stairs. Another key. Lower stairs key. Mr. de la Crevier, we've taken the liberty of installing a power-secured lock on this door. Whatever it is you intend to do in here, you made it perfectly clear that you didn't want any unauthorized visitors. So when the doors have no power, they'll simply lock down and refuse to open for anyone. That means on the occasions where you definitely want to block access to the room, just cut the power and it'll be secure. If you desire to have finer control over the door's power, just let us know. But for the moment, it will be linked to the main power breaker downstairs. If the breaker is unpowered, then so is the door. Regards, the Samson Builders Association. So I guess one
Yes.
of these is gonna be the power, and one is gonna be the locked door.
Can't do that yet.
Okay. A solution. I worry that my pursuit of knowledge could be taking this too far. It seemed like no waste to use death row prisoners in my experiments, but bringing ordinary civilians into this leaves a foul taste in my mouth. Still, I believe I have a solution to the problem with Jacob Echo, and have found a suitable Echo companion to socialize him with. I have kidnapped the man Jacob's wife, Leah. She will be turned into an Echo shortly. I hope this works. Oh, great. He is going too far, isn't he? Another key. Access corridor key.
Yes.
Interview transcript. With Echo 1 and Echo 2. Good morning, Jacob Echo. I have something to show you today which I hope will improve your temperament somewhat. Echo 1. There is nothing you could present me with that would change my current feelings. Jean, I wouldn't be so sure, Jacob Echo. Bear with me a moment as I remove this curtain. You may find what lies behind it quite surprising. The sound of a fabric curtain being sharply pulled away. Echo 1. You have constructed another Echo. Why should I find this surprising? Jean, it is not the Echo itself you should find surprising, but the soul it contains. Jacob Echo, I would like to introduce you to your wife. You may call her Leah Echo. Echo 1, I see you confront me with an echo of my human self's wife in the vain hope that it will restore me to a more pleasant state. I am sorry to inform you that it won't work. This woman means nothing to me. Echo 2, it's true. I hadn't seen Jacob for some time prior to his incarceration. Jean, why is that? Should a husband's last thoughts before imprisonment not be of his wife? Echo 2, maybe for a man who had not been conducting an affair with another woman for many months. It's not me you want, it's her, that foul girl Rachel. John, I see. If that's the case, consider this interview over. I shall return you to experiment storage beta shortly, Leah Echo. So did he go grab Rachel? So he could experiment with her? It just grows and grows from there, doesn't it? Okay, so just an empty storage room. Another key. Beta storage key. Oh, and one of these again. And another one. Okay. This is just leading us from door to door. So we have to find where to use these so we can unlock that door, apparently.
I need a key.
Okay. Are these going to go down there? We've opened... No, we haven't opened all of these doors, have we? Oh, is that where we came in?
I can't do that yet. Yes.
Okay, let's see what we have in here. Another solution. Leah Echo was right. Just recently I located the girl Rachel of whom she spoke and was able to confirm that she had been partaking in frequent visits to the man Jacob while he was incarcerated. This at least confirms that she was having some form of affair with him, but will she be enough to restore him to his former personality? Only time will tell. I have freed the soul of Leah from her echo shell. It seemed pointlessly cruel to keep her imprisoned without any need. Besides, I will be needing the shell again soon. Rachel is currently housed in the upstairs holding area, pending her conversion into an echo. I shall have her converted and presented to Jacob Echo as quickly as possible. I can't afford to waste any time at such a crucial point in the experiment as this. Oh boy, the guy's insane. Power room key. So is that Rachel or Leah? It's one of the echoes, isn't it? Okay, so is this the power room?
The key is needed.
No. Well, no, this is the way we came in. Go on down to the door we haven't opened yet.
The key is
You?
needed.
No. You?
Yes.
Okay. Restoring power. Remember how the power works. 3 gears needed, 1 large, 1 medium, and a set of smaller ones. If the gears become detached, don't worry, they can simply be slotted back on. Put these on the wall in the correct arrangement and it will allow the power mechanism to resume operation. I know that seems strange, but it's the most optimum way for the space available. Okay. Oh, there's another gear. So I need to find one more gear, or... Place gear. I don't know. Larger one, I guess. We'll start there. Medium. we put the large in the middle. See, it still doesn't touch those. Do we need all large gears? Oh, see, because we picked up, so all we have is the small ones. Okay. Place the large gear. Put the small gears. Put the medium gears. Okay. Let's put this one here. Large gear. Put the small ones down there. And the medium one there. Put the medium one there. I think we did this one already. The large there. Okay, let's put small gears in the middle. And the medium one there. Small gears. Medium. Uh-oh. Medium gears. Large gear? Oh. None of it seems to be working. Oh, we have a switch. Okay, so that wasn't correct. Okay, I'm getting it now. We're going to put the large here. Let's grab the medium gears. Put the medium there. And put the small there and pull the switch. No. Okay, then we'll just switch these. Put the small there. And the medium there. That must have been it. Somewhere a door has unlocked. Not down here. Are we going to run into Leah Echo or the real Leah?
Yes.
Another key. Nothing to read? No. Okay, well, let's start here.
Yes.
Lost humanity, no success. Even Rachel Echo could not improve Jacob Echo's temperament in the slightest. He most definitely recognized her as the subject of his human self-desire, but said that feeling was lost to him now. If meaningful connections cannot restore the humanity of an Echo, what else is there? The pressure to get this right is growing now. I feel as though I must make some breakthrough soon, or else what was all this work for? I have deactivated the echoes for the foreseeable future. The burn of their eyes on me during observation periods was unbearable, and though they never said a single word to me outside of the interviews, I knew the cruel thoughts that circulated in their minds. I have not, however, released their souls from the echo shells. This means that they are functionally aware to a degree, but deprived of the movement, hearing, speaking, and vision abilities that their echo shells provided them with. I have decided to look backwards for inspiration this time. Perhaps some of my older failed experiments can provide me with some inspiration for a solution to this problem. So what we saw in there, they were still alive, they just were immovable. Ooh, the morgue key. Okay, so one of these must be the morgue.
Can't do that yet.
Not that one.
Need a key.
Not that one. So where is the morgue? Let's look this way. I mean, you'd think it would be down here, right? We opened all the doors down here, right? No hidden doors. Okay. So no morgue down here. Oh, I forget we have a map of the house. Okay. So we've opened up everything here too, except for off over there. So, main experiment room, and these two doors are locked and we didn't have a key to them. So we'll go back upstairs. Is the morgue up here? See, I totally forgot about the map. Okay, that door that's unlocked. This one here?
Yes.
Another key. One last idea. Looking back over these failed experiments, perhaps I approached the newer ones from the wrong angle. I had assumed that affinity of the soul was based on emotional intelligence or maturity, but these patient records show that many of the inmates I had chosen for echo conversion could be emotionally intelligent, as more than a few of them were painters, sculptors, and such in their spare time. So if emotional intelligence is not the answer, then I am left to conclude that affinity that affinity must be based on knowledge and willpower above all else. What else is there to judge a person by? And truly, who has more knowledge of the soul and willpower to persevere than myself? I knew it was coming to that. It is I that designed and built the extraction machine. It was I that carried on despite numerous setbacks. Therefore, it is I alone who will be able to withstand the extraction process and emerge with my emotional state unscathed on the other side. For this purpose, I must set to work creating a modified version of the extraction machine, one that I can safely use on myself from within the same room. Oh boy, Jacob. The workshop key. I knew he was going to end up experimenting on himself. Okay, so where is the workshop? Downstairs? We've done everything from in here, so it's got to be downstairs. That's where we came from. Okay, workshop room. There or there. Not that one.
Yes.
Oh boy. My best laid plans. The Omega experiment room has now been prepared with the modified version of the soul extraction machine. To keep it safe, I've devised a key of my own design which can be made here in the workshop. No other keys will work on this door, and the Omega room key itself is only usable once from the outside, to avoid unauthorized visitors from having repeat access to the room. I've forgone the creation of an echo shell to deposit my extracted soul into. I have faith that my force of willpower alone will provide me the ability to create a corporeal form for my soul if necessary. Now only one thing remains. Time to liberate my soul from this body. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Not good, John. Not good. Making a key. I've decided to create my own key for the Omega experiment room. To do this, I'll need to take some unrefined metal, heat it so it can be shaped, then cut it into shape. To avoid damaging the lock mechanism on the Omega room's door, I should probably sand it down as well to remove any rough or sharp edges. If anything goes wrong during this process, the metal will become useless for crafting into a key, but I can just crush it back into its original shape to start the process. Okay, so do we need to go find some metal? Can we use the chain cutters? Ah, metal slab. No. Cut. New item, useless metal. A new item, useless metal. So apparently we didn't do it right. Okay, we have the metal slab. Let's heat it. Because isn't that what it said first? Whoops, where'd it go? It's in our notes. But I think it was heat it first. Okay. And then cut it. Okay. And then sand it. Omega room key. This must be the Omega room.
Yes.
Oh dear. He's gone. No shadow. No echo. Nothing. What did he do? Where did he go? What has he become? Bring my soul out of prison that I may praise thy name. Psalm 142:7. Wow, that's how it ends. We just never know. Well, I hope you enjoyed the House of Souls. It was rather interesting. The puzzles were kind of fun. I had fun with it. It wasn't a bad little game. And so I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. Consider subscribing because we have more adventures to go on together. And leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's other games you'd like me to play, and I'll get to those. And I will see you in the next adventure. Bye-bye for now.